Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. What is happening this morning? Mitch is doing a second video. Guys, and why is Mitch wearing a hat that my friends in England would wear on a party day? It's time to party. Let's start with this, guys. NIO is trading at $7.42, 6 cents up. Pre-market, I hold 2,260 shares at $3.53. And I also hold 458 shares at $8.78 because I bought 36 shares again yesterday. 20 yesterday. The 52-week low for this company is $7 and the 52-week high is $16.18. What is happening today? I don't know if you guys remember, but in one of my past videos, I mentioned that one of the areas I believe we'll be going into next year is probably the Middle East because of, I spoke about England, Australia. But at one point, I also spoke about the Middle East because I set off a lot of money that we got from the UAE. We also spoke, and a lot of you guys also commented on more partnership, like William Lee said there, and talks with several people. Well, guys, the 150 kilowatt battery, I thought that was going to be our Christmas present and the biggest news until next year. Boy, was I wrong. NIO, this is briefings that was taken away yesterday from NIO media briefing, and I got this on CNEV Post. NIO is still in the planning stages for entering North America, but will enter the UAE. They're still in planning for North America, so we might hear that. We might hear that for next year as well, guys. But we'll enter the UAE in 2024. Now, that's where we got that $1 billion funding from. They have one thing in the UAE that I love. One thing. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Yes, money. Money. It will give us a nice doorway into the Middle East. We're talking about, we're close to Saudi Arabia, we're close to Qatar, all these oil-rich countries that are transitioning away to solar power. In fact, China is one of China's largest solar power company. The same company that is putting solar panels on our battery swap stations, they are the most advanced in the solar industry, is also building a lot of solar power stations over there in the Middle East. So we will enter UAE in 2024, William Lee said. My God. See, we all knew these things were coming, guys. And again, I've said this before, when you invest into a growth stock, not a company that's already established paying dividends, anybody can do that. When you invest into a growth stock, the stock price will be volatile, but you have to give them time to become profitable. And once the CEO, like Prince William Lee, is doing what he's supposed to do, which he is, it's just a matter of time. When all the chips fall into place, and next year they are falling into place even more, to where we continue to build out. Yes, of course, we're using money to build out. Like people call it cash burn. I don't like that word because it's stupid. We're not burning cash. We're investing money to grow. So anyway, NIO held a year-end media briefing in Shanghai today, and this article is intended to record a key takeaway from the event. What follows are responses from NIO's management, primarily its founder, chairman, and CEO, Prince William Lee. to the media from local media reports and from Weibo automotive bloggers. And guys, keep an eye on Weibo. That stock has been down a lot, and I do like them. I'm hoping it falls some more before I get in. The following content will continue to be updated. Battery swap services are similar to cloud services. This is what William Li said. He spoke about this before. Though even building 100,000 battery swap stations wouldn't cost as much as Amazon and Google. So he's trying to show you that people are talking about cash burn. The amount of money it took Amazon and Google to build their cloud services, he says, will not cost us that much to build out our battery swap network. All car companies can plug into NIO's battery swap system, and they can do so by retrofitting their existing models for as little as RMB 10 million to RMB 20 million. This is RMB. NIO just signed a new battery swap alliance agreement. So we got another Christmas present, the 100 kilowatt battery. UAE we entering, another battery swap alliance. Now a lot of people are, he didn't say who it is, but people are suggesting it's JAC, which will make sense. This morning, they signed it this morning. The annual amortization and depreciation cost for a battery swap station is about 300 to 400,000 RMB. And a station can last about 8 years. The battery swap business is not a burden for NIO, but a moat. A moat. The battery swap business is profitable if the average number of orders per station is 60 per day. And the number is already about 80 in Shanghai, he said. So in Shanghai, the battery swap business is already profitable. And we all know that the entire system is going to be profitable because, like we said, in a lot of cities in China, they don't have access to charging. This is why they're not buying pure EVs. As we continue to put battery swap stations in these cities, I said this before, guys, what do you think will happen with Li Auto Sales hybrids as opposed to pure EVs with us? Okay, so why you think, I said this in my last video, we beat out XPeng on the week of the 10th with deliveries. Okay. Battery swap stations are distributed with a large network that allows for flexible operations. NIO will have dedicated stations and public stations similar to private and public clouds. That is amazing. NIO has taken back full ownership of NIO Power in 2021. And the business is now its wholly owned subsidiary, but is open to investment from outside investors. And remember, we spoke about this guy. This could also be a spin-off where we get more shares, we get more money. It's going to get to a point where we'll be getting dividends from, probably getting dividends from these spin-offs as well as they become profitable. Other car companies looking to launch models that support battery swap will be assisted by NIO to see which of their existing models are suitable for retrofitting. NIO will have 3 battery packs to share with partners: entry, mid-end, and high-end. So what does that mean, guys? It means that their low-end EVs will be retrofitted, could be retrofitted, their mid-end and their high-end. So the amount of money we're getting ready to make, guys, is unbelievable. I told you guys this was coming. We are going to dominate the landscape. Some companies that specialize in battery asset partner with us. They build battery swap station and access our network, and we operate the stations. Remember, he spoke about that model already. It's kind of like what we do here in America with some of our companies like Dunkin' Donuts, where you buy the franchise. Dunkin' Donuts come build a facility for you. They provide all the products and you pay a fee. This is similar to Tencent Cloud and Ali Cloud, who access third-party server rooms. NIO has positioned itself as a premium brand, not a luxury brand. You can only be called a premium brand if you are leading in technology. NIO has already made a project for an multi-purpose vehicle model, but the launch won't be that fast. First, we're doing the high end, the high end that will set the benchmark that will make everyone else look like dog poop in a swimming pool, guys. Overall, NIO vehicles will move up in price, and it will not launch a cheaper car than ET5, except for that sub-brand that we talk about. At a time of massive price cuts in the automobile industry, NIO has kept the price of its vehicle stable, but has still managed to keep the volume of order lock-ins rising by month, which is a result of increased sale capacity. NIO acted too late in improving its sale capacity and should have started doing so in February so that it could have sold 10 to 20,000 more vehicles this year. In 2022, NIO lost RMB 10 billion in gross profits due to higher raw material prices. But remember, raw material prices are coming down. Lithium prices are coming down. We came out with our solid-state battery that is safer than a lithium ion. Because that's why, like I said before, the lithium ion batteries are catching on fire. And that's why the Chinese government is saying that these guys have to do a health check ever so often on these batteries. This is why, again, we're getting ready to make that bread. Remember, NIO owns a large part of WeLion. We invested heavily in that company. Revenue coming in again. The work that was mentioned in All Hands letter in November has basically been done. There was a rumor a few days ago that NIO would further lay off employees. That's false. And some analysts here in the West, like I think it's called a Fly, and there's a couple of them still saying this, even though NIO is saying it's false. This is why I tell you guys, we're fighting against propaganda. We're fighting against market manipulation, and no one's doing nothing about it. No one's suing them. If this was in China, William Li could sue them like we see that they did with the bloggers over there. But these, oh my God, I don't want to get started, guys. But anyway, in lower tier cities, NIO will set up smaller NIO stops. NIO has about the same number of stores as BMW in Shanghai, which will naturally lead to better sales. NIO's second brand is codenamed Alps, but that's not the official brand name. And the final name is pretty down to earth. It's been over a month since Alps' first model saw the VB validation build process, and based on past timelines, it could go on sale soon, he said. Did you guys hear that? Because I'm reading this as I give it to you. Based on past timelines, it could go on sale soon. Oh my God. I didn't even realize this news was this yummy. Do you know what will happen to our stock price when like I said this before, when we unleash the Kraken, when we unleash this sub-brand, 21 to 25 grand. Remember, Tesla is struggling to get this $21,000 EV out by 2025. We are about to bust it out. But this time, NIO is in no hurry, he said. With Alps targeting the family market, product definition will be easier and clearer with only 3 models in the full life cycle. In contrast, NIO as a premium brand is going to offer something emotional. Wait until the NIO phone comes into its 3rd generation to see if NIO's strategy of launching a phone is the right one, as Huawei and Xiaomi are selling more and more cars. You can see whether NIO's counterparts will start making phones as well. And some of them are. For a long time to come, NIO will be in a learning phase when it comes to expanding into overseas markets, and these efforts won't help sales much in the short term. For entering the North American market, NIO is still in the planning process, and there are many factors involved. And we know what some of those factors are, right? But remember, I keep saying, with Gavin Newsom going to China and saying he wants one of these, with Xi Jinping visiting California, it's coming sooner than we think, guys. NIO will enter the UAE in 2024, And remember when we got money from UAE, that $1 billion plus, guys, I said, I think we're going into the Middle East and that will be so exciting because those guys got that bread. For those of you guys who are in England, Australia, a lot of people are telling me they are now in England and they're viewing my channel, people in Australia and other countries. When I talk about that bread, I don't know if you guys use that same phrase, but in America, we speak about the money, we say bread. NIO will enter the UAE in 2024 and Lee drove the ET7 between Abu Dhabi and Dubai a few months ago without any problem. Chinese entrepreneurs are actually very lucky because they have been living in an environment that has been consistently upward without experiencing major cyclical fluctuations. But this is actually not the case in terms of the past and global development, so the sense of urgency should be enhanced. So, like I said, a lot of people are saying that they think that this will be the news, that signing, that another signing that we just did will be with JAC. We're just speculating. No one knows who that's signing, who that new company is. We're going into the UAE. Guys, I keep saying that we are putting the chips in place to become a behemoth. I was the first YouTuber to use that word. I am the only YouTuber to still say we are going to dominate the landscape. Not just with the amount of EVs, but of course when we come out with that sub-brand, like he's saying, it's sooner than later, we're gonna become profitable, no doubt. No doubt, just like the Model 3 was the pivotal moment for Tesla. However, why are we going to dominate? Not just because of the amount of markets we're entering, but because of battery as a service. I said that that was going to be the dominating factor. I hope you guys found this video informational, but more so yummy for the tummy and inspirational. If it did so for you guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please share this video, guys. For those of you who are looking at this video and haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel we have that warrior mindset. We're building that tribe because we know that we're going to make a lot of money with this company. A lot of money, guys, once we hold with Diamond Hand. That's why I keep buying the dip, and a lot of my subscribers keep saying we're buying the dip. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we get rich or we die trying, guys.